All right, my friends, do you have a flat swing or do you have an upright swing? And do you have the right swing for you? Do you even know the difference? Well, we're going to learn the difference and find out which one is going to be best for you. And that's the great part, because at the back end of this video, you're going to discover something that you may have never realized before, and it could be a huge game changer for you. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to demonstrate the flat swing, show you what it produces. I'm going to demonstrate the upright swing and show you what that produces. We're going to analyze it quickly and then give you a great drill that's could change your game forever. So here is the flat swing. And now here's going to be the upright swing, as upright as I can try to get this. Let's look at those. Okay, so over here on the left is going to be the upright swing, and I'm going to put the flat swing over here on the right side. Notice here on the flat swing, that club comes much more inside. Hands are tight to the body. That club gets a little behind me here, but it's one of the things we have to realize with the flat swing. And around this point, we are right on that shaft plane line, trying to stay as flat as possible, and club starts dipping underneath the plane line and into the ball. Fantastic. Now over here on the left, let's look at the upright swing. Notice the club comes back much more on plane on that line, and around this point that club is not so much behind me, it's much more in front of me, and I'm working those hands straight up as best I can. On the right, this flat swing, my hands are way behind me, big turn of those shoulders, and on the upright swing, the hands are much higher here, you can see. But then I start working that club down, you can see it's very much in a different position than over on this flat swing plane. And as I come down, I still get that club really on the plane line, but it starts working more in front of me sooner, whereas this kind of stays back behind me a little bit more. Good rotation on the hands there, and here it's more body is turning down through the ball, but I get a pretty good rotation either way. Hands real high there, a little lower on the flat swing, as you can see. And let's look at the shots that these two produced so we can see. So here's TrackMan. Here is my upright swing. Pretty good, 179 carry, 188 total. Nice launch angle, 16.5. I'm hitting a 7 iron here. And a little curvature on that ball, not a whole lot, but a little fade on that shot. And then we go to the previous one. This is my flat swing. 171 carry, 179 total. Again, very, very similar shots between the two so far. So you could see the difference in swing. Now, if you have trouble with flexibility and rotation, what you're going to want to do is have more of that upright swing, because it allows your arms a lot more in the golf swing than, let's say, your shoulders. And like, this is going to take some flexibility to really turn those shoulders and get those hands back here. Whereas if you have limited mobility, you can really get those arms high. Now you could still turn a lot. It's not going to require this move here, which puts a lot more strain on your shoulder, turning your lower back. And that's going to be something that some people like, some people don't. It just depends on your body and your preferences. But typically, that flatter swing would produce a straighter ball, less club face rotation at impact, whereas this upright swing would have some more club face rotation going down in through the ball. So here's what I want you to do with this. I want you, regardless of which one you do. I want you to do a little drill where you're trying both, okay? So I want you to feel like your hands are way back here, as best you can. That's gonna feel really, could be foreign to a lot of people, but you're gonna feel the flat swing as much as you can. And I want you to hit like 3 of those. Then I want you to go and hit 3 very, very upright ones as much as you can. So the golf swing is all about understanding your swing and feeling it and doing drills to help you be able to have more familiarity with your golf swing. That's why I want you to do the steep drill and the shallow drill both. Then I want you to do this drill. It could really be a game changer. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take elements of both of them and combine it and see what kind of results I get. And I want you to do the same thing. So I'm going to take this steep swing here because I really like having my hands out in front of me. And what I'm going to do though is now I have room to shallow out the club. Whereas if I'm flat, all I have to do is kind of come over that, and you see me do that in my swing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands up by my right ear, way out here, and then on my downswing, I'm going to try to shallow it out and swing around to my left side. So it's hopefully just going to look kind of like that. And we're going to kind of see what kind of results I get by doing that. And I think you'll have similar results as well. All right, so I'm taking a piece of the steep and a piece of the shallow and combining them together. All right, so here's my original steep swing that we did a minute ago. And here on the left is my new one that I just did here. So that comes up here, I love that. And what I'm trying to do is keep it steep, so very similar here. And now I'm trying to, on this left side, do a shallowing move. And look at that, that club does a little bit less. Look how much across the line I come. The club head is behind my head. Whereas here, I'm trying to shallow it out a little more. And now that I'm steep, I have room to shallow that. In that position, it's right by my right forearm. You can see the club here is a little bit more shallow than it is here in roughly the same position. And now I'm just turning, and that fires that right down the line. And then my shot looks like that. A nice solid little draw. So if your body is not allowing you to have a shallow swing, what you could do is have a much more upright swing. And then as you transition into your downswing, just start adding a little more shallowness in your swing because you have that space to do it now. You have all this room and you start shallowing that club out, and that will help you get some more distance and more club face control by getting a little more shallow on there. So although the more upright swing puts more curve on the ball technically, if you add that shallowing out piece to the upright swing, that could just be the secret formula you're looking for. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in the next video.